Let me start this by defending Angel Reese over something, because clearly people do like to capitalize on negativity around her. I think that is a real thing. It's fair to say that, considering the amount of fake stuff that just gets spread about her. Like, I don't know if you remember the steroid rumor that was all over the place, that she got kicked out of the league for steroids or some nonsense like that. Totally fake, obviously. There was also this quote that was going around over the last couple of days that says, WNBA women's basketball star Angel Reese says we should be getting paid like NBA players. I saw it everywhere. Angel Reese never said that, yet people are gleefully sharing it and reacting to it. And it's not fair for that to happen, because it's not real. Like, simple as that. It ain't no deeper than that. It ain't real. Not fair for people to share it. But Angel did share something from her own show that is sure to get a lot of attention. And the way it was sold was a little messy to me, right? Like, I mean, that's, I guess, what they want. They want the views, they want the engagement, and they're definitely going to get it. Now, again, as a nitpicky journalist, media member, whatever you want to call me, content creator, there is still inappropriate sharing of the quote in my mind, right? Or incorrect sharing of the quote, I guess I should say. And I'm not picking on one outlet. I've seen this on a lot of graphics. The quote is shared as this: if you all don't give us what we want, we sit out. That being, it says Angel Reese on the upcoming CBA negotiations with the WNBA. And Angel Reese did, in fact, say those words. So the quote is technically correct. It's technically correct. But Angel Reese did not say them from her point of view. She said them as hearsay. I think the problem is that Angel Reese's show put the quote out just like that. If y'all don't give us what you want, what we want, we sitting out. Eye emoji, bag emoji. And here is the actual conversation with DiJonai Carrington.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to face the consequences.
Y'all got to deal with something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they going to get more. They probably going to be making more than us.
Oh, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the meetings.
You need to come to the meetings.
I got to get in the meetings, because I'm hearing, like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility, for real.
Yeah.
All right, well, we sitting out would kind of technically refer to a lockout, just because it would be the CBA not being agreed to, and then the owners locking the players out because, you know, they don't have a labor agreement to go into effect. Now, none of that would happen until the 2026 season, okay? So this has nothing to do with the upcoming WNBA season. They have until the end of the 2025 WNBA season to negotiate a new deal. So this is going to be a story for a while now. And let me be also clear that I hope the ladies get paid. I hope Angel gets her bag. I hope DiJonai gets her bag. I hope all the women get their bag. I mean, having delved into the women's basketball space and learn the lay of the land the way that I have, obviously seeing that players have to go overseas, and then why Unrivaled was formed, or one of the reasons Unrivaled was formed in the first place. And then you see the obvious, you know, the players' salaries, and, you know, the reference of Caitlin Clark making $75,000 or whatever it was last year. Angel Reese, same thing would go for her. I mean, her value far out exceeded her payment, I think, from a just like a common sense standpoint. However, of course, the WNBA has not been a profitable league and has been subsidized by the NBA. We also have to bring facts into the matter. Now, they signed the new media rights deal, or there is a new media rights deal, so a lot more revenue should be coming in. The league should continue growing. There should be other revenue streams, and hopefully it's on the path to profitability. But in the meantime, the owner's stance, and especially coming from the NBA side and that involvement, is going to be this league had to be subsidized. I mean, it's going to be a hard line negotiation. And CBA negotiations are always ugly and messy, don't get me wrong. But I didn't think it was the, wisest thing for the rest of the players. It's good for the podcast, don't get me wrong. But the wisest thing for the rest of the players to position it and sell it like this necessarily, maybe, I guess you could argue like it's a strong stance to get going, but it just kind of catches everybody else involved in it. And Angel was, if you actually like watch her speak in the clip, she was not like really speaking from a sense of bravado as much as I hope this happens. And this is what I've heard. I got to go to the meetings. But when, the podcast itself shares it that way, and then she gets quoted saying that like it was her words. I mean, it was her words, but you know what I mean? It wasn't her saying this is me saying it. It was her saying, I heard this. And then Carrington, doubled down on that, going, it's a possibility that they sit out. No disrespect to DiJonai, but if it were me, I wouldn't have her front and center as the, person behind the she was very public with the whole thing that happened last year. And she tends to take to social media and the like. And I think this is better handled behind closed doors, as much as a strong stance as you can have. And of course you message to the public, but that's why people like Nneka Ogwumike are in place, and the rest of the Players Association are in place. So I'm hopeful that this all gets resolved amicably and quickly. And it's still a long ways away, so it's not something to really worry about. But it's going to become a talking point because of this little highlight from the show. And I mean, that's what they were asking for. You don't put it out like that. So there's no complaining, I guess, when it's blasted everywhere, because it was put out there to be everywhere. Again, I just can't, I would never quote her like that, because I'm trying to be fair and as factual as possible. But as soon as I saw the clip, I knew, all right, well, those are the words going up on a graphic, and they'll be attributed directly to Angel Reese. Hey, and coming on the heels of the fake quote, they'll get chewed up even more and spread even more. With that said, it's, in the grand scheme of things, definitely not a big deal. And hopefully the WNBA players do get a big deal. But if there's any backlash or messy discourse on this particular bit of discussion, I guess you could say it almost served its purpose, because to me, that was the way it was presented into the universe, and you're going to get back, the energy that you put out. Hopefully the WNBA players get the bag that they're in the process of showing they deserve. Not to say they didn't deserve it, but you know what I mean, just from a dollars and cents standpoint.